I'm Lloyd Alter, and I've written a book about living the 1.5 degree lifestyle. I used to be an architect and a builder, and now I'm design editor and writer for Treehugger, a big environmental website. We talk a lot about the climate crisis and the effect it is having on the world. People ask us, what can we do? We can and we should take to the streets. We should line up and vote and throw the bums out if they won't do something serious about the problem. But we also have to do what we can to reduce our carbon footprints, our own lifestyle emissions, if we're going to keep the world from warming more than 1.5 degrees. If we take the total carbon budget and divide it by the number of people on Earth, we find that our own personal budget in 2030 has to get down to 2.5 tons. That's the limit for a 1.5 degree lifestyle. And that's what I tried to do. I built a giant spreadsheet where I tracked all of my actions, everything that I ate, everything that I bought, everywhere I went, and I measured my carbon emissions. And I put it all into a book, Living the 1.5 Degree Lifestyle. I came pretty close to my target, and you can too. In my research and in my year trying to live the 1.5 degree lifestyle, I learned what has a big impact and what doesn't. It's all about choices. For instance, I bought an e-bike and used it exclusively instead of driving. Not everyone can do this. If you live in the suburbs, it's hard to get by without a car. But we're not doctrinaire. It's about doing what you can. It's the same thing with food. Some say you have to give up meat, but in fact, what matters is which meat, how much, and how often. Red meat has a huge footprint, but other meats like chicken are far lower. You can adjust portion size too. You don't have to turn into a vegan. This is all about moderation. Simple changes in what you do for fun can lead to big reductions in your footprint. I used to love driving for hours, to stand in a lift line to get winched up a hill. Really. Instead, I bought cross-country skis. Fun, cheap, better exercise, and I could even strap them on my e-bike. Some things I love doing have a massive impact. Flying is about the worst. We have to think about how far and how often we travel. Others turned out to be a complete surprise. Using a phone or a computer has negligible impact, but making them releases many tons of carbon. Where you live has probably the most profound impact. It determines your fuel consumption and how you get around. I turned our house into 2 apartments and rented the upstairs to my daughter's family. It cut our personal person footprint in half. I happen to be lucky. I live in a streetcar suburb where I can walk to the main street and get most anything I need. In this book, you'll learn how urban design, bike lanes, and transit all affect your carbon emissions. There are many versions of the future we want. Elon Musk proposes solar shingles, big batteries, and electric cars. This book describes a different future, one of sufficiency. It offers choices and options that are simpler and that anyone can do right now. I should warn prospective readers that there are unintended side effects of living a 1.5 degree lifestyle. It's cheaper and it's healthier. I'm not saying that reducing our personal carbon footprints will save the world. We still need climate action, political change, government regulation, and corporate responsibility. But our individual actions add up, can inspire others, and can change markets. That's why I urge everyone to try and live a 1.5 degree lifestyle. Buying the book would be nice too. You can order it from your local bookstore, from New Society publishers, and online. And 2.5 tons of thanks for listening.